Yura, Ngurji. I froze. It wasn't until a nurse walked into the room and gasped that I realized something was truly wrong. She stared at me for a moment before speaking softly. "Are you speaking Wararan?" I froze. Wararan. I had never heard that name before, never even heard of the language. I shook my head, trying to make sense of what she was saying, but all I could do was repeat the sounds. This strange, foreign language that wasn't my own. How could I be speaking a language from an Aboriginal group in Australia when I had never been there, had never even heard of Wararan before? Eventually, they brought in a language expert to help interpret. They said my speech was unmistakably Wararan, one of the languages of the Gugubadhoon people spoken in northern Queensland. I had no idea where it came from, and the more I learned about Wararan, the more I became fascinated. It was a language rich in history, but one that had been nearly lost, with only a few elders left who still remembered parts of it. Somehow, it felt like a bridge between worlds, as though I was being guided by ancestors I had never known. As I spoke with the language expert, I learned that Wararan speakers had once lived in the land that now formed part of the Great Barrier Reef. I couldn't explain why I was connected to this place, why these words flowed from me, but there was a deep, spiritual pull, like a thread that tied me to something far greater than myself. The more I embraced it, the more I realized that this wasn't a curse. It was a gift.